We have 2 players arriving at the start of this episode. Along with that, an El Clasico. What more could you ask for? Welcome back, episode 5 of Rebuilding Barcelona. We're doing okay. We're currently 2 points off the top, with the game in hand. We're playing Sociedad to start with. I've managed to sort the name fix out. I did it during the Grand Prix. Cracking Grand Prix as well, in case anyone cares. Probably don't, that's fine. And then, we have our El Clasico in the Supercopa de España Semi Final, so we may very well have a final in tomorrow's episode. PK is no longer our top scorer. Depay is up there all alone on 13, and I have one more player who's joining us, who I'll show you shortly. Unfortunately, he's not here for today's game, but he will be here in between the two and available for selection for the El Clasico. For El Clasico. People get all testy if you say the El Clasico. Before we jump into the episode, if you could do me the favour of liking and subscribing if you're liking the content and you want to see a little bit more, and pop in the comments how you think we're going to get on, if you think we're going to win anything this first season. I'll be intrigued to see what you can do. And as we are at the start of a transfer window, pop in some suggestions who you think we might have a look at. We don't have a vast amount in our budget, but we might be selling someone. Since you were last with me, we played Osasuna. We beat them 3-0. We followed up that with our first El Clasico of the season, in which we lost 2-0 at home, so we'll just swiftly move past that. We then had a 1-1 draw against Valencia, who are currently top of the league. We then finished off the Champions League group stages with a 3-3 draw against Lille. It was a really entertaining game, to be fair. I thought we'd won it in the 87th with a brilliant cross from Coutinho, but unfortunately Sven Botman got an equaliser for them in extra time. And then most recently we beat Vallecano 4-0. With another red card against us. So we had one there, one in the Osasuna game. I think we're about 6 or 7 now we've seen throughout the course of this save, and they've all been against us. I think likewise with penalties actually, we're up to about 9 or 10, and they've all been for us as well. So we've had definitely the luck of the draw, decisions-wise, from the refs. Maybe it's because we're Barcelona, but I'm going to put it down to my tactics. We'll just say that's the case. Starting off is the game against Sociedad. I'm not going to show you our signing yet. I'll tell you when he's joined so I can give you an accurate reflection where he stands against the rest of the team. And also, I forgot, because I did it earlier today and I've been out. We've got someone on a pre-contract for the start of next year. I'm not 100% sure if I've confirmed it yet, but pretty good signing for us, I think. We're going to be playing with Ter Stegen in goal, Mingueza, Araujo, Piqué and Alba. Sergio at the holding mid, with Pedri and Roberto ahead of him. Memphis out on the left. Demir on the right with his solid link between him and our right back. And then Aguero starting up top on his own. Free kick on the right for us. Mingueza puts it to Pedri. Brilliant ball through to Roberto. He's managed to find an angle, but wasn't able to put it in himself. Has fed it back to Depay, who is currently celebrating because he smashed it into the near corner. It's 1-0. It's quite early, and there's no question of offside there for us to be hesitant about. Brilliant ball from Demir. He's looking pretty handy. I don't know if any of you are aware of Demir, but he's quite good. Oh, Jesus, I nearly fell off my chair then. We've got a highlight straight from kickoff. Very smooth there. You probably didn't notice that I nearly fell off my chair then. Elastondo's put it... Oh, Jesus. Why am I going to try and pronounce these names? They're going to be brutal. Zubimendi. No, I'm not doing this one. No. Mingueza's got it off him. Love that. He's heading down the right-hand side. Puts it to his winger. Demir, another fantastic ball to Memphis. Into the middle. Oh, Aguero's shot. Looks like it's deflected into the net. I don't care. 6 minutes in, we're 2-0 up. Just look at this ball from Demir now. Mingueza's doing really well. Gets it back onto his stronger foot. Finds his man, pinpoint perfect. Again, pinpoint perfect isn't a thing. Aguero's shot looks like he's kicking it out for a throw-in, but it still counts as his goal. I'm over the moon with that. Memphis got a free kick. It's not a free kick, it's a corner. And I can't cut it out because Arajo's just scored. Ignore that. You're not going to ignore it, are you? Here we go. Memphis with the corner. Beautiful. Literally no contest from their players at all for that header. And he batters it into the top corner. Januzaj with a corner for them. Towards the near post. Oh, they've scored. Mikel Merino has made it 3-1. Who did he play for? Newcastle, wasn't it? He didn't do particularly well at Newcastle either. Rather like our striker, who's not very good, to be fair, though. We're having, by far, the worst of the game, but we're 3-1 up, so don't worry about it. It does appear to be our game in hand, because we are now a point in the lead. He did play for Newcastle, did Luke de Jong. Played 12 games and scored 0 goals in the league. Prolific. Free kick on the left-hand side. Januzaj puts it in. Oh, and it hits the underside of the bar, but it's managed to be cleared. It looked to me like that could have gone in, but obviously it didn't. I'm assuming we'll have a VAR with that, but probably not. Januzaj is going to put the corner in towards someone. Normand? Back post. We're almost at the hour mark. Let's make some substitutions. We have got Memphis Depay, who looks like he's about to pass out. He's having a cracking game, but I can't risk him coming off injured. So we'll take him off for Coutinho. Dest, apparently. Coutinho, thank you. We also have Alba underperforming, booked, and getting towards being tired. So we'll take him off for Serginho. I think we'll leave it at that. We'll leave one more sub, as we do, for later on in the game. I'm going to drop us from positive back down to balanced. And instruction-wise, I'm going to start wasting time a little bit. Corner. Januzaj puts it in towards the middle. It's headed away. Fortunately, their play didn't get onto it because I haven't got a clue of pronouncing that. Giorindi had the ball then. Merino. This fella's on it again. Zubin-Menda. Oh, jeez, this is torture. Why have I come back for Sociedad? I should just realise not to come back for the Basque teams because their names are impossible. And Isak's headed it over. Isak? I don't know. 10 minutes left. Let's drop down to cautious. We'll change these because we just want to make sure we finish the game off. I think we're happy to go from there. Higher. Drop this back slightly as well. And we'll slow this down. Smash it over to the forward. Who's Aguero's definitely going to win these headers. Coutinho, corner. Puts it towards the middle. No one attacked it. Demir's picked up the loose ball. Piqué. He's got a man outside on the left, completely open. Pedri gets it to him. Coutinho to the edge of the area. Roberto. Oh, we're wasting time, of course. Pedri, Demir, looked like he was offside to me, but passes it backwards again. Pedri's going to run over to the corner flag. It's in. Coutinho's head's just over. I was half expecting him just to carry on walking over. That's why I looked away. Full time now. Happy to come out with that result, but the performance definitely should have been better, in my opinion. Our new signings are here. Hulk is eventually now in a Barcelona shirt. He has stayed up on the 3 stars. It would have been surprising to see him come in and be one of the best at the club, but he's came in equal footing with Pedri and Memphis out on the right side. Obviously, we've got Demir playing fantastically out there as well. So I think maybe looking with that, we're going to probably focus Pedri now to a deep line playmaker. But he has come in with a leading player for most La Liga sides. So, then again, look, most La Liga sides, he's still like encapsulating anyone below like Villarreal. And I think I'd be a leading player for most of those. But he's came in without a ridiculous high wage on 74k, 2.7 million. Definitely a good backup. Maybe even squeeze a little bit of money out of him in a year or so. Alongside him, we've brought in Luca Pellegrini for 1.8 million, 33k a week. He has came in as a backup left back. He wants to be an impact sub, so there's no even contention really for us to be forced to play him. He's going to be that wing-back attack, which he can do very capably. To be honest, I think the 2.5 stars is a little bit harsh. So if he does meet his potential, will be as good as Alba. I think a very useful signing for us. Didn't make sense for me to try and spend loads on a left-back. And even if I wanted to, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. So he is the adequate cover we needed, and it stops us having to play Alejandro Balde out there now. Although, to be fair, he does look good. So maybe we can loan him out, get him some first-team experience. Never mind. Player never joined us. The player was Nicolas Schuler. Could have got him on a free transfer, but he decided to go to Liverpool instead. So, there is that. I did only offer him like 34k, to be fair. And he's gone for like 50, so we'll give him that. Also, there is a small player. You may not have heard of this fella. He's quite good. He's currently available to negotiate. So if I go onto here, a contract, I can approach to sign him. And he just tells me to get in the bin because I haven't got enough money. So that's a shame. If I move my head, it will show you how much wages he asks for. Which, to be quite honest, doesn't seem as much as I expected. El Clasico Supercopa. We have Real Madrid. It's in the name, to be honest. We will have a little butchers through these. I'm not going to start us on positive. I might even start us on cautious, to be quite honest. Because we played positive against them last time, and balanced actually, and we got battered. So let's not do the same. And I'll have a little shuffle around, see if there's any changes I want to make. And I'll be back with you in a second. So we're going with Ter Stegen in goal, Mingueza, Araujo, Peak and Pellegrini on the left back. So he's having his debut in a semi-final against Real Madrid. Busquets at the base of the midfield with Pedri and Roberto ahead of him. And on the right and left we have Hulk and Memphis. Again, we're given the debut starting against Real Madrid in a semi-final, as you do. And finally, Kun Aguero as our striker. So, we're just going to win. No hesitation. Get in, win the game, get out. We are lining up, as we saw, with our 4-3-3. The form's picked up in the last 2 games. That's just what we're going to focus on. Don't worry about the loss and 2 draws. Ooh, Madrid seem to have, what's the word? Contrasting forms. Don't know why I couldn't think of the word contrasting. Hulk with the corner towards PK, and he heads it over. Of all the people that I'd expect to score in this debut. No, it's not a debut. I'm an idiot. Derby, that's the one. Will be PK. He's the only one left from that whole, kind of massive... Oh, what a goal. He's the only one really left from that massive era. Your PK, your Ramos, Messi, Ronaldo... Modric, Cruz, Alba. I spoke too soon. There's loads of them left. Don't worry about it. Just move on. What a finish this is from Asensio, though. I mean, there's not really much more we could have done. Our guy on the edge of the area could have run out, closed him down a little bit, but that's just unfortunate. Casemiro, Alaba. I forgot they signed Alaba. What a signing. He's just bashing it through the middle. He's got Vinicius ahead of him. Mendy out on the left. Not that Mendy, the good Mendy. Less said about Man City's Mendy, the better. It's 2-0. Okay, we're out. So we're not going to have a video in the final tomorrow. We're also going to take ourselves from being cautious to positive, and I'm also going to shout at them. Let's not watch the highlights of this one, because it was less impressive. For God's sake. I put Pellegrini in because Alaba wasn't full fitness for this game. He's injured. Busquets is also another one of these players which is left from that era. I honestly was just absolutely chatting. I was full on spouting when I said that about Piqué. We're shuffling towards half time. There's 10 minutes left of this. Alaba's just been dispossessed. Asensio, Benzema, fantastic save from Ter Stegen. It's a corner for Real Madrid out on the left. It's going to be taken by Cruz towards the far post. Casemiro heads it over. I don't know, I'm trying to preempt where he's going to cross it. He's not me, and just constantly aiming it at the near post on last year's one. We've been battered. We just are. I'm going to do a madness at half-time. Talk of half-time. Here it is. They've just generally been better than us. We've had 1 sub already. I've said about 12 times. I'm going to just completely lose it. So bear with me. And brace yourselves. So here we are. We're going with a 3-3-1-2-1. I'm trying to cheat. I'm trying to put another player on. I'm trying out the new wide centre backs. We've got wide backs. They're definitely not called that. Wing backs, complete wing backs on attack. They're going incredibly aggressive. Both of our wide centre backs are going aggressive. PK's just knocking about, just spraying balls left, right, and centre in a covering role. Sergio's going to sit just in front of him as a halfback. We've got Pedri as the playmaker in the middle. Playing as an advanced playmaker role. We've moved Memphis and Hulk to inside forwards rather than inside wingers. And then we've got Aguero still knocking about up top, but I might put him to be a... No, I'm going to leave him exactly as he is because he doesn't like anything else. I think that makes perfect sense. These two are probably more suited to inside forward anyway, with Memphis finishing of 15 and Hulk's finishing of also 15. So I might just do that as a thingy going forward. But hopefully this, me just completely losing it, will put them on the back foot a little bit. I'm going to change us from that to a direct counter. No, fluid counter. We'll go fluid counter. I'm also going to shuffle these around a bit. So that can get there, that can get there. We'll pass into space. We'll be more expressive. We'll play general, counter, distribute quickly to the playmaker. And here we're going to move that up to higher. This can be standard. We're not going to force them outside because we've already got only three centre-backs anyway, who are already quite narrow. So if I ask them to be narrower, then they're just going to get battered. We're not going to tell them to get stuck in because we'll probably have no players left. And pressing will be more often, but not entirely. I think that makes perfect sense. Now let's watch it do completely nothing. Jesus, it starts with Ter Stegen just smashing it upfield, even though he's supposed to be playing to the playmaker, but he just whacks it as hard as he can through the middle. Casemiro, Militao, Alaba. Just, they've got a nice team, haven't they, Real Madrid? Modric with a brilliant ball out to Vinicius. Inside, back to Mendy. Modric, good ball forward again. He's broke the line. Good ball into the middle. Benzema pops it in. It's not worked. It's not worked. It took them 90 seconds. Yeah, this isn't going to plan, is it? I'm still cautious. We'll go positive. Skip that. It's part of the plan. It's the whole like card shark thing. You play them, you let them think they're in control, and then you just smash them. This is what we're doing. You ready? This is it. This is when it starts. Cruz, Casemiro, Nacho. We're just letting them think they're in control. That's also part of the plan. Also, we're letting them think that the goalie doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Cruz, corner, puts it into the middle. It's headed out. Hulk. This is it. This is when we break. This is when we spring the trap. They're not gonna have a clue what hit him. Aguero nearly runs out of play. Also part of the plan. Alaba. Oh no, he's fell over. Come on, guys. This is exactly what I've got written on my pad at the moment. We're going attacking. We're definitely not just getting battered and slapped about at home again by Real Madrid. Ter Stegen. Araujo just turns around. Just waits for it to come to him. Fair enough. Puts it to Aguero. No, it's intercepted. Asensio. He's just walking through the middle of them. There's four of them there. He's not even phased. Modric on the edge. Casemiro. This is also part of the plan. Yep. Come on, skip button, please. I can't skip this. I've got to let you watch it. I'm going to let you in for a secret here. This isn't actually part of the plan. We were supposed to be ahead by now. Just shouted at him. Valverde, Casemiro, Hulk. Right. Good, but it's intercepted immediately. Modric. Oh, Ter Stegen's fumbled it. Please. Just please score one. Just do something. For God's sake. This is it. Hulk. Araujo. Oh, it's over. Never mind. I'm starting to feel like Ollie at the moment. I'm at home against the rival, getting absolutely spanked. I think Man U at least got a shot on target though, didn't they? Had a goal disallowed, I believe. So, well done them. Yeah, that definitely could have gone better. I think I'm going to avoid the media for a few days. So, the club have tweeted, what a debut for Hulk. I can only hope that admin's posted that ironically. Forgot to say, we've got Chelsea in the first knockout round of the Champions League. So, could have been an easier draw. But to be fair, there aren't many easy draws at this point in the competition. So, kind of just take what we get. We need to beat the best to win. So, we're starting off with the holders, which isn't ideal. I'm thinking to come back for the third round of the Cup. Maybe the following round if it's a really easy draw. I might just come back for the third round anyway, just so we can batter them and have a good game, because we haven't had so on the channel for a while. No, to be fair, I'm doing us bad there. The Sociedad game was a good result, and we'll take that. If you have enjoyed today's episode, if you do me the favour of liking, subscribing, showing your support on the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And thank you very much for your time.